Thistle Brass, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic introduction to our ceremony this morning. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to declare open this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. Please take your seats. Deputy Principal, graduates, families and friends, good morning and welcome to our third summer graduation ceremony of 2025. My name is Jack McConnell, and as a former student of this university a very long time ago, I'm very proud to be Chancellor of the university in these years, and it's my pleasure to be presiding here today. I'd like to welcome Professor Malcolm MacLeod, our Senior Deputy Principal, to the stage in particular. The Principal, Sir Jerry McCormack's not able to be with us this morning, so at reasonably short notice, Malcolm has stepped in, and we're very grateful to him for performing the duties of the Principal on his behalf and our behalf. This morning, welcome to the others who join me on the platform, including representatives of the University Court, especially perhaps our outgoing Chair of the University Court, Harry Adam, and our incoming Chair of the University Court, Hamish Grosser, who are both with us, staff, student representatives and other guests. And a special welcome to our distinguished honorary graduate, Paul Bush, OBE. You're going to hear a little bit more about Paul shortly, but I think suffice to say that he has been one of the most impactful public servants for Scotland over the past 25 years. An impact that started with the establishment of the National Swimming Centre here at Stirling University when he was Chief Executive of Scottish Swimming way back in 2002. But he's done an awful lot of things since then, and I suspect you're about to hear about them. But Paul, who has been involved in almost all the major events, who's come to Scotland since 2002, and the inspiration at the Commonwealth Games in Manchester to bring the Commonwealth Games to Glasgow in 2014 that involved him and some of his guests here today. I think it's a very due recognition that he's going to receive today from this university as a doctor of the university. And you'll hear a little bit more about that in more detail very soon indeed. Graduation is always a highlight in the university calendar, and today's ceremony is an important ritual and culmination of your university experience. So first of all, congratulations, graduands. You'll be graduates soon, but graduands, and you have reached a milestone here today. As you walk across this stage, I hope you'll savour the moment and be very, very proud of your achievements. And while today is very much about you, it's also a big day for your family and friends and those who perhaps are watching on the live stream too. And I've got no doubt that they have supported you along the way, emotionally and perhaps financially from time to time as well. And I always like these ceremonies to be a bit more like what you see occasionally on our TV screens, those American graduation ceremonies, where everybody's making a lot of noise and making a real celebration of it, rather than that polite British way of just clapping and moving on. It's exactly. So we're about to start. Well, you're going to get your chance right now, because let's take this opportunity to thank the family and friends for all the support that they've given you. That's the way to do it. And we're only just starting. Your degree is your passport to the future. And I hope that in celebrating, you also acknowledge what a powerful and exciting new chapter awaits you as you take on your new roles as our next trailblazers, leaders, and thinkers. You are graduating at a very important time for our society and for the world in general. And we need minds like yours to help tackle the major challenges that we face, to change lives and to create a more sustainable and inclusive world. In front of me today, I hope I see the next generation of economists, business leaders, entrepreneurs, and of course, critically, the nurses and paramedics. You are our visionaries and you're our change makers, and you will be at the forefront of developing and applying innovative solutions that will have a positive impact in your chosen fields and careers and in the wider world too. So I hope that today, in celebrating your graduation, you make a personal commitment to use what you've learned here at Stirling to help make improvements for your future and our future. We are relying on you to make a difference, as it says in the university slogan, to be the difference. As you step into the next chapter, your degree from Stirling will open doors for you. Since our foundation in 1967, this university has been driven by its mission to connect, innovate, and transform. In everything that we do, we strive for purpose and for impact. We're constantly challenging the status quo. And you can be very proud that your university is held in the highest regard. In the QS Stars University ratings, we have an overall rating of 5 stars, as well as 5 stars for teaching, for employability, global engagement, research, facilities, and environmental impact. We're first in the UK and top 10 in the world for campus environment, and let's hope the rain goes off and you get a chance to enjoy that at lunchtime. And top 20 in the UK for postgraduate teaching. And be confident knowing that as you leave here today, you've got excellent prospects with 96% of our graduates in further study or work within 15 months of leaving. We're ranked amongst the world's top 200 institutions for our contribution to meeting the Sustainable Development Goals, highlighting the tangible difference that we're making through our teaching, research and influence. And of course, we are Scotland's University for Sporting Excellence and ranked first in the UK for sports facilities. Our athletes compete at the highest level in their sports, including at the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games and World Championships. And indeed, 8 of our swimmers will compete in the World Aquatics Championships in Singapore in just over 4 weeks' time. We wish them and all our athlete ambassadors, they're great ambassadors for the university, the very best of luck. Our first Chancellor, Lord Robbins, and those of you who are my age or a bit older might remember the Robbins Report. The Robbins Report was the catalyst for the creation of all those new universities and the expansion of higher education in the 1960s. And Lord Robbins was the first Chancellor of this university. We were very lucky to secure him in that position. I'm very honoured to wear the same robes today that he wore back then. In 1968, just a year after our foundation, he set the university 3 challenges. Firstly, our institution should be at the heart of the community, and we've certainly succeeded in that effort here in Stirling. Today we play a leading role in driving economic growth, productivity and prosperity through the Stirling and Clackmannanshire City Region deal and educating the next generation of nurses, social workers and teachers across Forth Valley. The second challenge was to be innovative, and we can safely say that innovation has been Stirling's middle name, whether that's through our mission-focused research, our links to business, or the state-of-the-art campus facilities. Just last month, we unveiled a new innovation hub which enhances digital learning through advanced technologies such as virtual classrooms, holographic projection, and AI-enabled robotics. And the third challenge was to be international and outward-looking. Today, international students account for more than a third of our student population, with over 140 different nationalities amongst our student population. We teach internationally, including in China, Singapore, Vietnam, and the United Arab Emirates, and we partner with institutions on dual degrees, so these students get Stirling degrees as well as degrees from their local university partners. The latest Research Excellence Framework and independent evaluation of university research ranks Stirling 4th in Scotland, which for still a relatively new university is a remarkable achievement, and 43rd in the UK for research impact, with more than 80% rated world-leading or internationally excellent. Our researchers are at the forefront of groundbreaking research which addresses major global challenges, including in the fields of climate change, food sustainability and public health. Notably, earlier this month, the Institute for Social Marketing and Health, which has been working to improve health and well-being for more than 40 years, was designated a collaborating centre by the World Health organisation. This prestigious recognition reflects the university's long and solid history of successful contribution to WHO activities. And in the past year, our health researchers have proposed policy changes to protect children from second-hand smoke in the home, made recommendations about liquor licensing in Northern Ireland, and explored the harms of household air pollution in countries as far away as Malawi and Kenya. Meanwhile, colleagues from the Stirling Management School have advised the United Nations on the regulation of artificial intelligence, explored the relationship between brands, marketing and the metaverse, and developed clean food classifications for the food and retail industry. And what remains true over the years is that none of this progress is possible without the energy, adaptability and resilience without our people here at Stirling University. So while you receive deserved recognition for your achievements today, we should also thank our staff who've helped you to reach this point in your academic journey. So let's thank them for their commitment and hard work in supporting you through your studies. And in these challenging times, there's a couple of things I'd like to say before I finish this introductory address. The celebrated Scottish writer Robert Louis Stevenson said, "Don't judge each day by the harvest that you reap, but by the seeds that you plant." And I hope that you have sown seeds here at Stirling, honing your knowledge, skills and experience. And from these roots, it is now time to grow, flourish and make your mark on the world. Since I was a Stirling student and I graduated sitting, not here, I think it was in the Albert Hall, way back in that day, I've been very lucky to travel all over the world, and I've seen amazing things and had amazing experiences. But I've also seen some of the real damage that's done in the world too, and in particular the damage that's done when young people are excluded from education. Education is a universal benefit. It helps the individual, but it also changes societies and changes our world. When I was a student, we used to have a slogan, we argued about this all the time, that education was a right and not a privilege. And I've come to realize over the decades that education is a right and a privilege. And we should use it well. As you go forward, please learn from your mistakes. We all make mistakes in life, and the best thing to do is to learn from those mistakes and see them as opportunities to develop and improve and make better judgments the next time. Work hard, enjoy your successes, have ambitions. Don't be frightened to have ambitions and scared to take up opportunities, seize opportunities, but do that with some humility too. And please remember those who need you, your family, your friends, those who are less fortunate than you. Remember them as you make progress in your life. I'm sure the world right now, graduating this month of all months, looks like a very scary place. Conflict and climate change and all the challenges that we see almost every day changing and in unpredictable ways. But it's also a world in the 21st century of immense opportunity. And I hope that as you go out into that world, a world that's far too much fake news, division, rejection of evidence and facts, that you will remember that you came from Stirling University, a place that looks for solutions and not scapegoats, a place that looked to community and not just me first. And if you remember that as you leave the university today, please gloat with pride at having been at such an institution and use the values and the experience that you've had here to be the best that you can be. Thank you very much. So I now have the great pleasure of calling upon Ms. Cathy Gallagher to present Mr. Paul Bush, OBE.
Chancellor, members of the university, graduates and guests. As the Executive Director of Sport here at the University of Stirling, it's always an honour to present the recipient of an honorary doctorate, and none more so than today for Mr. Paul Bush, OBE. Paul's association with the University of Stirling stretches back to 1979. You may or may not thank me for announcing that. When he attended a swim camp and stayed in the halls of residence. But as you will hear through today's laureation, Paul's impact at Scotland's University for sporting excellence strays way beyond this first encounter over 40 years ago. Paul is a former director of events at Visit Scotland, taking a strategic lead in the Scottish events industry and responsible for working with partners to attract, bid for, and most importantly, secure major sporting, cultural, and business events. Paul boasts a vast experience in the world of sports administration as a former chair of Commonwealth Games Scotland, a position he held for 8 years. His career has also encompassed a successful stint as chief executive of Scottish Swimming before he joined Events Scotland. Throughout his leadership at Visit Scotland, Paul has played an instrumental role in bringing some of the world's biggest properties to the country, including the 2014 Ryder Cup, the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, the 2015 World Gymnastics Championships, 2015 World Orienteering Championships, the 2018 European Championships, the 2019 Solheim Cup, UEFA Euro 2020, the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships, the 2024 World Athletics Indoor Championships, and on 2 occasions, the MTV Europe Music Awards. What a list, Paul. What a list. Undoubtedly, quite a few people in the room today have been at some of those events, and Paul has literally made them happen. Paul has been a true champion of the events industry, and his work has put Scotland on the international map as the perfect stage for events. Under his leadership, Scotland's events sector has grown and flourished, clearly establishing itself as a preeminent world-class events destination, and consequently has impacted tremendously on the nation's economic, social, and community prosperity. Before joining Events Scotland in 2003 from his role as Chief Executive of Scottish Swimming, Paul became involved with Commonwealth Games Scotland as General Team Manager, then Chef de Mission for the Scottish team at 2 successive games. Paul went on to serve 2 terms as Chair of Commonwealth Games Scotland from 2015 through to 2023, having previously been on the board for 4 years as an independent non-exec director. Paul also held the position as Chair of the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships and was appointed Chair of British Curling in February 2023. Most recently, he chaired the UK's successful bid to host the Grand Depart of the Tour de France and Tour de France Femme for 2027. I apologise profusely for my lack of French pronunciation therein. So it's nice, Paul, that you're enjoying retirement. So it is. Paul was awarded an OBE in 2007 in the Queen's New Year's Honours List for services to Commonwealth sport. His appointment speaks volumes, not merely of his tangible achievements, but of the esteem in which he is held by peers, beneficiaries, and the public alike. It is a testament not only to what he's accomplished, but to how he has inspired others to strive, to care, and to believe that meaningful impact can happen. Now, it takes way more than executive acumen to achieve the decorated CV accrued by Paul. When speaking with colleagues and peers, the language and narrative to describe Paul Bush is consistent. He's driven, he's visionary, he's respected, he's passionate, ambitious, an absolute leader in his field, and possibly most importantly, a superb individual. It's probably difficult to identify a particular highlight amongst that list that I read out in Paul's career, but it's an absolutely historic milestone that the world's biggest bike races, the Tour de France and the Tour de France Femme, will take place in the UK in 2027. It'll mark the first time both the men's and women's Grand Depart will take place in the same country. For Paul, this was a 17-year project. Yes, 17. So I think, Paul, we might add persistence to your list of attributes. And the result was due to the relationships, regard, and mutual respect which Paul has established right across the globe. Paul is said to have the best contact book in sport. So we've included his mobile number in your booklet today, and if you ever need any tickets, you just give this man a shout, right? I'm only joking, Paul. Personally, I did put out an SOS to Paul in 2021 when Louise Duncan, one of our golf scholars, who will graduate this afternoon actually, was absolutely blazing a trail at the Women's Open in Carnoustie. I'd been to see and support Louise on the Friday, but I didn't have tickets for the Sunday, and she was actually vying for, she was in contention for the title. So I can't miss this, So I messaged a couple of people, and Paul came straight back to me immediately on the Sunday morning, and he says, I've got 2 tickets for you, Kathy. And I said, oh, you're amazing, thank you very much. And they were his own tickets. I said, no, I can't take your tickets, Paul. And he says, no, Kathy, you need to be there more than I need to be there. So I'll be forever grateful for that, Paul. And there were also hospitality tickets as well, so that was good. Paul might be regarded as a friend of the University of Stirling over many years. Most significantly in this regard, he helped secure the funding which brought about the creation of the National Swimming Academy here on campus that has housed an absolute renaissance in Scottish swimming over the last 20 years, becoming the country's most successful Commonwealth Games sport. The current performance programme is world-class and world-renowned, and your vision and commitment have been the basis upon which this magic happens, Paul. It's unsurprising and joyous that colleagues and friends wanted to be here to celebrate your award today. We're joined by Commonwealth Games Scotland CEO John Doig, Ian Manson, former chair of Scottish Swimming, and the fantastic Dame Louise Martin, former president of the Commonwealth Games Federation. A huge welcome also to your nephew Michael, who's travelled from Leicester, and most importantly, your wife Katrina is alongside you today, as she has been for over 4 decades. I purposely use the wording alongside you. I know, Paul, that you will be the first to say that you couldn't do what you do without your wonderful wife. When Katrina speaks about your career and achievements, she does so with utmost pride, and it is clear you have been a phenomenal partnership since meeting in Leeds all those years ago. As well as career endeavours, you share an infectious passion for sport. And I wasn't actually going to mention the Leicester Tigers' defeat in the recent Premiership final in the Bath, but I've done it. That wasn't a yellow card, Paul, for Dan Cole. It wasn't a yellow card. And even worse, you had to watch it on your phone in Cyprus. There's always next season, and we also have the Lions Tour, obviously, to look forward to in the meantime. To finish, when corresponding with Paul this week, he very kindly acknowledged the ongoing superb success of the university in the global sporting world. We will continue to set the standards for others to follow, and having you in the University of Stirling tent now as an honorary doctor, Paul, has just made the team even stronger. In the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Mr. Paul Bush.
I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of the University. Congratulations. Dr. Bush is signing the roll of honorary graduates. For those of you who've not attended a graduation ceremony before, we try to always have one honorary graduate who is recognised for their contribution to either the university or our wider society. And Paul is number 436 in that book. We still have the original book from 1968 with the very first honorary graduates. And very delighted that Dr. Bush has now joined that role and have been awarded his honorary degree. Congratulations again, Paul. And with perfect timing, we are now ready to proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions. And I call upon Dr. Gwen McIntosh of the Faculty of Health Sciences and Sport to present the candidates for awards. And I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented. Candidates, graduates, new graduates, as they cross the stage, will be met by Professor Ashley Shepherd, the Dean of the Faculty, and in the absence of the Principal here today, we're very grateful to Ashley for stepping in for this role. So, here we go.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Nursing, Karen Rimekins. Monica Rabaska. Kira Ann Teresa Robertson. For the degree of Doctor of Professional Health Studies, Kira Ann Teresa Robertson. Oh, sorry. Apologies. For the degree of Master of Science, Advanced in Practice, Helen Mary Barclay. Ainsley Cook. Michelle Lorimer. Stephanie Marie McPherson. For the degree of Master of Science, Advanced in Practice, Clinical Practice, Melissa Bell. Craig Brackenridge. Linda Carlin. Hazel Glenn. Janet Lamont. Amanda Lee. Romana Vergabarova. For the Postgraduate Diploma, Advanced in Practice, Clinical Practice, Barbara Brown. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Sports Business Management, Zachariah Speakman. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing and the recipients of the R.G. Beaumont Award, awarded in recognition of clinical excellence, Stephen Glover. Ellie Kettrick. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Nursing with Honours and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for Best Health Sciences Research Project, Katie Smith. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours Nursing, Odinae Victoria Abadeo. Catherine Ferguson. Harrison Sarabashi Gora. Saivi Kavanagh. Sophie O'Shaughnessy. Philip Ryan. Alexandra Saunders. Molly Streak. Roisin Whelan. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Nursing, Rachel Hughes. Daniel Nichol. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Paramedic Science, Zoe Elizabeth Wheel. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Professional Practice, Kelly Christie. Andrew Irving. Alistair David Watson. Alana Wilkinson White. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Professional Practice Mental Health, Lauren Murray. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Professional Practice Paramedical Science, Tracy Aitchison. Kira Bacon. Amy Baldock. Raymond Bennett. Lindsay Borthwick. Andrew Gordon Brown. Danielle Gillen. Anne-Marie Jenkins. Angela McGregor. Leanne Mason. Ewan Mowat. Jacqueline Monroe. Tim Pfeiffer. Leanne Steele. Stephen Thompson. Simon Thorne. For the ordinary degree of Bachelor of Science, Nicola Ann McCartney.
Thank you very much, Gwen McIntosh. And Ashley, of course, as well. We shall now proceed with the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions, and I now call upon Professor Steve Burt of the Stirling Management School to present the candidates for awards, and I confer upon these candidates the awards for which they are now presented, and new graduates will be welcomed by Professor Kevin Grant, the Dean of the school, who I'm sure is absolutely delighted that he's not reading out all the names today, like he does normally in previous years.
Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Academic Council, I present to you, for the Doctor of Management, Yong Wang. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Rong Huang. Jiayu Zhang. For the degree of Master of Science, Behavioral Science, Kahid Ija Okpouku Aman Kawa. For the degree of Master of Science, Business Analytics, Adishka Rai. Oladipo Akinyele Akindeju. Amina Shah Ali. Blessing Ruth Badru. Nakiket Sudhir Kolahatkar. Shanyas Kalampata Nijawudan. Shabahat Mobeen. Anurag Pradeep Mayal. Lavanya Nataraj. Abi Odom Ogunyemi. Moyo Oladini. Akshaya Satish Kua. Shivam Tupone. For the degree of Master of Science, Business and Management, Habib Hamad. Hamid Ahmad. Gokul Amarthilung. Asad Ali Khan. Panroti Rajadrendra Mahali. Ali Naim. Hamza Nazar. Saira Nureen. Neil Aditya Oswald. Shivani Nirav Parikh. For the degree of Master of Science, Data Science for Business, Dilipan Ayapan Latha. Sanskruti Sudhaka Bongadi. Alistair Gordon Flaws. Rubayat Islam. Sega Mohan Mohadika. Mr. Udaykumar Chandarat Moore. Prajwal Rajendra Patil. Abhishek Shrimal. Ashlyn Sylvester. Sanket Sanjay Sanawani. For the degree of Master of Science, Digital Banking and Finance, Ria Sudhakar Naik. Ulawasun Anu Stephen. E. Wen. For the degree of Master of Science, Finance and Risk Management, Palevi Sojan. Saud Rashed A. Alyuv Leifai. For the degree of Master of Science, Human Resource Management, Bolanle Solomon Ilisanmie. For the degree of Master of Science, International Business, Happy Thompson Agwebo. Temitayo Anthony Femi Oke. Ashok Kumar. For the degree of Master of Science Marketing, Ikra Nazir. For the degree of Master of Science Marketing Analytics, Ashrath Alom. Muhammad Arif. Kevin Carty. Krishna Nuni PK. Vaipul Sanjay Ramateke. For the postgraduate diploma, Business and Management, Muhammad Harris. For the postgraduate diploma, Data Science for Business, Asad Ullah. For the postgraduate diploma, International Business, Mimza Faisal. For the postgraduate diploma management with new venture creation and innovation, Muhammad Naeem Mustaq. For the postgraduate certificate, International Accounting and Finance, Eno Dupe Ayodele. For the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy with Honours Accountancy and Business Studies, Hasnain Mohammed. For the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy with Honours Accountancy and Finance, Poppy Anderson. Nicholas Berner. Jarum Beale. Thomas Colin Alexander Bernard. Louisa Bishop. Matthew Broadley Naylor. Sebastian Kusa Torinelli. Scott Connolly. William Ellington. Heather Elizabeth Hannah Ferguson. Liam Fleming. Charlie Goss. Andreas Haji Nicola. Sarah Lindsay. Max Mather. Tegan Adele Caris McKay. Nicholas McNulty. Cameron Muir. Jamie Muir. Benjamin P. Leone. Reese Sim. Joshua William Smith. Ross Stewart. Connor Watt. For the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy with Honours Accountancy and Sports Studies, Charlie Miles. Mark Seffin. For the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy with Honours and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Accounting Dissertation, Ross Paul Drummond. For the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy with Honours, Kesley Andrew. Karen Marie Campbell. Abby Beth Carruthers. Jodie Jessica Ferguson. Cameron Roy Hale. Alana Jeffrey. Pak To Leung. Owen Patrick Richardson. Abby Rutter. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Accounting, Ryan Matthew Wild. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and the recipient of the Professor Rob Ball Memorial Prize, awarded for the Best Performance in Business Studies, Callum Tom. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies, Rhys Anderson. Alethea Baxlowley Sola. Elizabeth Jean Howells Bell. George Cannon. Ross Clark. Fulesh Desai. Caitlin Louise Donaldson. Emma Katie Fairgrieve. Olivia Gierschak. Emilia Francisca Gonzalez Diaz. James Graham. Scott Kieran Griffin. Thomas Hayward. Gavin William Horton. Joseph Ingalls. Amber Carr. Salman Khan. Claire Kincaid. Callum Layden. Konstantin Livadaris. Caitlin Manderson. Matthew Stephen McCole. Ryan McGough. Cameron Mackenzie. Ewan Reid. Valeria Shiarheva. Fatumata Silla. Adele Jane Helen Simmons. Melanie Strong. Ahmad Tariq. Neve Whitley-Smith. Alexander James Zarglis. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Economics, J.D. Burns. Christopher Kearney. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and English Studies, and the recipient of the John Drakakis Prize, awarded for the best piece of work in Shakespeare or Early Modern Studies, Emma Cunningham. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Film and Media Studies, Oluwatimileye Alexander Adeleke. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Finance, Henrik Zacharias Koring. Letizia Rombi. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Human Resource Management, William Fleming. Louis Jeffrey. Jason Markianos. Erin McAnana. Charlotte Wallace. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Law, Ailey Black. Harry James Frederick McConnell. Leah Manson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Management, Catherine Claire Alexander. Rebecca Marion Jean Donoghue. Rowan Harvey. Caleb Johnston. Herminia Segura. Caitlin Emma Ross. Bernardo Schneider de Cantanzaro. Cameron Stewart. Erin Shara Aileen Thompson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Marketing and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Business Studies dissertation, Lewis Michael Gemmell. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Business Studies and Marketing, Sam Douglas Allison. Thomas Ashford. Ellen Jean Culfeather. Kenzie Ekut. Mia Evans. Alexander Yoon. Abby Falloon. Charlotte Hunter. James Hunter. Sebastian Kennett. Bharvi Lilani. Lamia Lotfi. Erin Malloy. James William MacDonald Marshall. Alice Pina. Charlotte Stewart. Mohammed Hamiz Tanvir. Jingyan Wu. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Politics, Ryan Gregson. Dante Lopez. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Spanish, Rachel Heather. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business Studies and Sports Studies, Tristan Bell. Luca Carpanito. Liam Carroll. Jules-Marie Luc Chapois. Abby Leonard. Morgan Macaulay. Jose Navarro. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Events Management, Carla Lorena Marocco. Teen Johanna Witkov. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Finance and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Finance dissertation, Callum Burns. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Finance, Lewis Ransley. Abu Bakar Talat. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Finance and Investment, Jutarat Conclau. Samathea Devi Nek Samkan. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Human Resource Management, Jennifer Dixon. Christopher Fraser Lewis. Caris Joy Henderson. Jessica Murphy. Kathleen O'Hara. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Marketing and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Marketing Dissertation, Ruby Box. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Marketing and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Marketing Dissertation, and the recipient of the Dissertation Prize awarded for the Best Dissertation covering Equality, Diversity and Inclusion, Mary Calderwood. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Marketing, Sophia Anderson. Emily Beattie. Nicholas Bajalva. Susie Christie. Chloe Edwards. Adam Hamilton. Jasmine Rosanova Ivanova. Emily Georgina Kerr. Jude Lee. Yuli. James Alexander Mackey. Amy McBride. Eliana Napa. Ryan Pollock. Luke Robinson. Anna Sawyer. Seho Fatso Teiro Sehola. Jack William Somerville. Megan Yu. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Retail Marketing, Nina Wilson-Jones. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Sports Studies and Marketing, Cameron John Edward McElroy. Aaron Thom. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Economics, Walid Ahmed. Joseph Bloomer. David Burns. Thomas Lloyd Cooper. Michael Foley. Alexander Gray. Matthew Hardman. George Richard Hill. Richard Holmes. Paul Irwin. Lewis McKinnon. Alexander Thomas Mitchell. Andre Rath. Gavin Thorpe. Kai Andrew McDougall Walsh. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Economics and Finance, Inderjeet Bodraje. Samuel James Hall. Brogan Hyde. Robbie Lyon. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Management and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Management Dissertation, Sarah El Hazimi. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Management, Albertus Andika Bangu. Anoexe Insex Igemene. Hovannes Kalmajan. Callum Mackay. Henry James Irvin McGarvey. Benjamin Hugh Normeal. Ekaterina Petrova. Kushi Rajamatpeta. Menelik Jeremiah Shad. Red Ella Wardrop. For the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy, Deborah Fisher. Eleanor Tsapeli. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Business Studies, Ansh Bajaj. Courtney Thompson. Ewan Thompson. Sharanjeevi Thota, son of TKR. There will be a slight intermission. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Business Studies and French, Elizabeth Glasspool. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Business Studies and Management, Mohamed Shahad Usman. Andrei Christian Vavilov. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Marketing, Rachel Gibson. Holly Yamins. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Economics, Oliver Stewart. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Management, Ashvad Hanshin Dodia. For awards in the Faculty of Natural Sciences, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Human Resource Management and Psychology, and the recipient of the Research-Based Learning Prize awarded for the Best Human Resource Management dissertation, Caroline Margarita Echberg. For the awards in the Faculty of Social Science, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Professional Education Primary, with specialism in early years, Sarah Wood. For awards in the Stirling Management School, for the degree of Master of Science Business Analytics, Neethu Sajivan. For the degree of Master of Science, Business and Management, Mushtaq Ahmed. For the degree of Master of Science, Data Science for Business, Charles Benjamin Javier. For the Postgraduate Diploma, Business and Management, Gladys Adedzei.
Thank you very much. The unflappable Professor Steve Burt. Well done. And of course, Kevin Grant as well. Thank you very much to both of them. Now, there are always some people who cannot be with us, unfortunately, for the summer graduation ceremony, but who technically graduate today. They may be watching on the live stream. They may be at work, or they may be perhaps ill, or perhaps they've gone home early, having left the university. So I confer upon those candidates listed in the official record who have satisfied the academic requirements and who are not present the awards for which they are qualified. They deserve a big cheer as well, so let's give them one. And I now call upon my friend and our latest honorary graduate, Dr. Paul Bush, to address the Assembly on behalf of those who have received their awards today. Paul.
Chancellor, Principal, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests, have you had a good morning? I didn't quite hear that. Have you had a good morning? Great. Now, I can't beat the confetti cannon. There won't be any fireworks or waterfalls, but I am going to offer you a few words. I hope for some words of wisdom. I'm delighted to be here today to share in your special graduation celebrations. I'm truly humbled to have been awarded an honorary degree from this esteemed university, which has played such a pivotal role in my career. On behalf of all of those awards today, I would like to thank the university for this wonderful ceremony. It's fantastic to see the pride and joy on the faces of not just the graduates, but all the friends and families watching on who have supported them along the way. So let's give the university team a round of applause. Thank you. And whilst today marks the culmination of several years of hard work for you all, acquiring new skills and knowledge, as well as gaining the life experience that comes from being away from home for the first time for many of you, it also marks, as the Chancellor said, the start of the next exciting chapter of your life. I've spent my whole life involved with sport and events, and I can honestly say I've had a ball. That's not to say there haven't been challenges and disappointments along the way, but I've always thrived on turning challenges into opportunities and challengers into allies. As Kathy said, my first visit here to this campus was in 1979, before many of you were even born. And it was a very different place. But I still think it's a very special and majestic place, and probably one of the most wonderful campuses, not just in the UK, but in the world. Let me tell you, the student accommodation in those days was not like it is now. And certainly the facilities were not of the art of this today's standard. Then in 1998, I returned to Scotland as Chief Executive of Scottish Swimming, lured by the exciting prospect of working with the university to create and establish the National Swimming Academy, not many metres away from where we gather today. The vision and ambition of this university to develop first-class sports facilities on campus, partnering with Scottish Institute of Sport and the governing bodies to put performance needs of athletes was not only inspired, but also it's coupled with the launch of the National Lottery in 1996, and was simply a game changer for Scottish sport and UK sport. It would be remiss of me today not to mention some former colleagues from both the university and Scottish Swimming, without whom this would not have happened. The late Professor Mike Jackson, Professor Ian Thompson, Professor Grant Jarvie, and the late Peter Billsborough, and my dear colleague Ian Mason, who is here today, who is Chair of Scottish Swimming. Soon after, the university also became home to the Commonwealth Games Scotland, led at that time by Chair Dame Louise Martin and Chief Executive John Doig. And I know firsthand how much the organisation has benefited from being based at the heart of Scottish sporting revolution with the fabulous support from this university. It's been a huge privilege to watch this university and its athletes strive to become a world-leading powerhouse in sport, and now firmly established as Scotland's University for Sporting Excellence. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognise your Chancellor. You're very lucky to have him, the Right Honourable Lord Jack McConnell. In his former role as First Minister, his vision and belief in the important role of sport and cultural events can play in the lives of all Scots, and his unequivocal support for bringing the 2014 Commonwealth Games to Glasgow was very special. Together, much has been achieved through our collective ambition to put Scotland at the forefront of the international stage, and the tireless commitment to innovation and collaboration, which is very dear to this university. So, whether you plan to work in sport or management or one of the other numerous disciplines recognised here today, now is your time to step forward. And a few words of advice from somebody who's coming towards the end of their career but is still passionate about life and ambition. Be confident. Your years of academic study and research here at Stirling have given you a strong foundation to build on. Be curious. There are always new things to learn and new ways of doing things to make those major breakthroughs or equally important marginal gains. Be collegiate. Most great achievements are the result of high-performing teams, and if you are striving for change or determined to challenge the norm, you must take people on that journey with you. Be committed. You've already shown that by being here today. But never give up. As Kathy said, the Tour de France was a 17-year journey. Be connected. The Black Book is probably the most important thing in life. The friendships and contacts you have established here at Stirling will be invaluable as you move on to future challenges. So stay in touch and continue to build your professional network, which I firmly believe is key to success. and be caring in this increasingly challenging and sometimes angry world that we live in. It still costs nothing to be kind, to treat others as you would wish to be treated. And finally, be a game changer. Whatever you go on to do, you can always make a small difference, no matter how big or small. And I know the university will be watching on with interest. So before I finish, I would like to pay tribute to my family, and particularly my wife, Katrina. As Kathy says, she's been along with me on the long journey. It's been fun. But I would like to conclude by saying, congratulations to each and every one of you on what you've achieved. Good luck with the future. Never lose sight of the value of life. And remember to have fun along the way. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
We're going to test you on the way out on Paul's 6 C's that he had in his speech there. Confident was the first one. Can you remember the other 5? Thank you very much, Paul. It's great to have you here, and we wish you all the best for the Tour de France, and no doubt many other projects still to come. As I mentioned earlier, there are university principals not able to be with us today, but we are delighted to welcome the Senior Deputy Principal, indeed, Professor Malcolm MacLeod, to give us our closing address. And in doing so, I know that Malcolm is about to retire just from the university. He has a slightly interesting gin project up his sleeve that you might be able to buy in advance of Christmas. But Malcolm retires in a few weeks' time. So in welcoming him to speak on behalf of the principal here today, I would also like to thank him for all his incredible service to the university over recent years. Malcolm.
Chancellor, thank you very much for those kind words, and discounts will be available in the near future. Good morning, everybody, and congratulations to all our graduates. I hope you've all had a wonderful day so far. It's been an exciting morning as we've come together to celebrate your success. Graduation is always a highlight in our university calendar, and today's ceremony is an important milestone in your journey with us. You came to the university some years ago, made this place your home, and have been responsible for crafting the latest chapter in this university's brief but unique history. Today, it's important for us to celebrate publicly your well-deserved achievements with your classmates, our teaching and professional support staff, and importantly, with all your families and friends, both here in the hall and also those viewing the event remotely. Graduation can be seen as a rite of passage, but it's also a bridging moment, a time to pause and reflect and look back on your achievements, and also to look forward to the road ahead. You might have noticed on the lecterns in front of you, and also on the front of your certificates, our coat of arms, which is reserved for special ceremonial events like graduation. It features 3 open books, signifying that the pursuit of knowledge and learning is central to what we do as a university. With its references to a tower and battlements and a river in full flood, the coat of arms speaks to our historic city of Stirling and unique part played by this region in shaping the course of Scotland's history. But there's another element within the coat of arms that is a powerful symbol of who we are and what we're about. A solid bridge with 7 arches spans the water. And of course, Stirling Bridge is a nod to our past and the battle that took place here in 1297 as part of the Wars of Scottish Independence. But it also says something about our purpose as a place of learning. Bridges connect places, they enable us to overcome obstacles on our path to reach our destination. They're good vantage points to survey the landscape around us. And of course, bridges bring people together. Perhaps today especially, but also as you go through life, there will be times when you'll think back to your time as a student here at Stirling. You'll have your own memories and personal feelings about what this university means to you. Regardless of where your path takes you, regardless of the vantage point you hold, you can take confidence from the knowledge and skills that you've gained here, while studying here, and you'll take those forward. You can draw strength from the resilience you developed, and I hope you'll also think fondly of the friendships you made and the people you have met and come to admire and love in this place. In graduating today, you join a multicultural global network of more than 110,000 Stirling alumni from 180 countries. Wherever you end up, you'll never be far from someone who shared the experience and education you received here at Stirling. This is a powerful network that I hope you will benefit from throughout your career. If you haven't already, I'd encourage you to engage with our Alumni Association. Our former students are a critical ingredient to our continued success as a university and as a community. Many give back, giving their time, sharing their talents, contributing to the opportunities we can provide for our students, and supporting the world-changing research that we carry out. So please, do keep in touch and become active members of this really quite extraordinary community. On behalf of the entire university, I wish you all continued success for the future. We'll always be waiting for you and look forward to welcoming you back on this side of the bridge. Once again, many congratulations and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
So, in a few moments, we will leave the stage to be followed by students, and you will have a chance to cheer them out of the hall and maybe even spot them on the screens as they pass by. My very first graduation ceremony as Chancellor, I stood up and said, "I now declare the ceremony closed," and everybody, all the family and friends, all disappeared out the hall before the students and the platform party had left. So I always like to make it clear that we are going out, and the graduates will go out, and you will have a chance to cheer them as they leave and then join them outside. I want to just thank a few people before we finish. So first of all, another thank you to not just the presenters, Gwen and Steve, and the deans who congratulated you on the stage here, but also those who are organising the names and the queue at the side here, who I think do the most brilliant job of the day, making sure that the right people are in the right place at the right time. So a big thank you to all of them. We earlier thanked Thistle Brass for welcoming us to the hall. Lisa, of course, leads us in and takes us back out again, and we're very grateful to her. And we'll be accompanied on the way out of the hall by our piper, who is present at all of our graduation ceremonies. And he always wants me just to make clear that he is available for weddings and birthdays and other events. I think the website, if you Google Piper Dan, you'll find the website. But just remember, he does need to be fed as well as watered when he's piping for you at your special family event. But a big thank you to Piper Dan in advance. And then lastly, as you will already have spotted this morning, there are people all over the campus today helping you enjoy your day, helping your family and friends find their way to the right places at the right times, get a car parked, all these things that you need to do. And many of them are volunteers, some of them are staff, and there, of course, have been many members of staff involved in preparing today, from everything from the flower arrangements at the front to the certificates that you will take away with you. So please join me in thanking them for all their efforts to make sure that your day is special. And of course, clearing up the stage as well. I now declare this ceremony for for the conferment of degrees and other academic distinctions closed. Good luck and enjoy your day.